Hi everyone, let's talk some more about your paper and presentation. So first, please go ahead and look on the course information page for the site to familiarize yourself with the requirements, or in engineering jargon, the specifications, as well as the due dates for your paper and your presentation. As you can see from this slide, you can get the specs in 3 documents. The syllabus has a lot of details on how to write, what needs to be included in the paper and in the presentation. And then we also have a rubric for written report and a rubric for presentation. So please familiarize yourselves with all of these documents, all 3 of them. So by skimming your textbook and the web, pick your topic. You may also want to explore the technical literature as you make your final decision. If you've never done that before, I'll show you how to do it in a moment. Here are some example topics. We've already talked quite a bit about artificial pancreas cells or whole artificial pancreas systems. And you can see here a list of other topics. We'll be talking more about artificial hearts later in the class. And this week you'll be looking at the Dean-Kamen prosthesis arm, which is triggered by the nervous system. So use your textbook, Google, and YouTube for more ideas. So now I'm just reviewing what's in your specification and requirement documents. But one of the things that's quite important is that there is a required outline. So your paper must have these headings in it, or very similar headings. So make sure as you're choosing your topic that you're going to be able to cover all of these items, particularly the regulatory context. That might be things that are regulated by different branches of the federal government. Here are some more of the specifications for the paper, and in particular you have to have some images in your paper citing your source, and your paper must reference at least 3 papers in the refereed literature, and we'll be talking more about that in a moment. So a refereed paper is one that is written by an expert and has been peer-reviewed by other experts in the same field. And the reason they use the word refereed is sometimes the peer reviewers have criticisms that may or may not be really reasonable. And so you have a referee, an editor who looks at the criticisms and sends a directive back to the original authors saying, if you want this published, you're going to have to address these. And then the original author tries to address them, and then the journal editor decides whether or not they've been sufficiently addressed. So you can find these kinds of journals on the UI library website. They're often also referred to as the technical journals. And then you can go inside from the UI website, the journal, to look at articles. So now let's do a quick tutorial of how to get through the UI library's website to get to journals. First, go to the Idaho Library website. Click on Journals. Then when you've clicked on Journals, go down about halfway down the page and click on Browse Journals by Subject, and you'll get a drop-down menu. And on the menu then click on Health and Biological Sciences. And with that then click on Biomedical Engineering. And as you can see, there are 102 biomedical or related journals that UI has access to or can get you an article from. However, if you select a journal paper, a journal article, for which University of Idaho does not have a paper or e-copy access, then you may then use the option to use interlibrary loan. Interlibrary loan takes about a week, so give yourself some time to get the article, but it's free to you as a University of Idaho student. So to summarize, follow your interests, Google around, search various sites on the web, find a topic that interests you, and then prepare a summary with the following elements in it. A topic description, one website link, for example, an industry link about a device or information about your topic, which could even be a Wikipedia website link. And finally, separately, upload one refereed journal article. So when you're looking at it online, you're going to print or save the article to a PDF on your computer for your later review and submit that PDF to me with your topic description. Okay, everyone, that wraps things up, and that should be enough information to get going, but if you have any questions, feel free to contact me. Thanks and have fun.